Hey guys, Dave from Bets. I'm going to go over a few of my Week 4 picks for daily fantasy. Did pretty well last week. This picture is a little misleading. I almost got first. I was first until 2 minutes left of the night, and I slipped all the way down to 18th place. I actually got 18th and 50th in this contest, with a bunch of other top thousands, but it's very, very close, and I was just a few plays away from taking it down. So that was fun, and I also went 4-0 on my sports bets last week, which made for a very profitable Sunday. So don't forget to check those out this week as well in my other video. So here are a few of my core players for DraftKings this week. At quarterbacks, we have Blake Bortles, 6,400. He's home versus the Colts in what should be a high-scoring game. He's had 40, 40, and 50 attempts in these first 3 games. I look for him to dial it in nicely this week against a pretty weak Colts defense, get a lot of yardage and touchdowns, type of yardage and touchdowns that should follow that attempt volume. Phillip Rivers is 6,900. He's going to be a very popular pick due to the matchup. He's home versus the Saints. They just let up 45 points to Atlanta, and they make every offense they play look like the 2007 Patriots. So decent play, but will be high owned. Kirk Cousins at 6,500. He's home versus the Browns. They have a very weak pass defense, and Cousins is playing pretty well. He's at a great price right now, down from 7,400 where he started the season, and he's just starting to get in rhythm and has a ton of attempts per game, so I really like him this week. And I also like Flacco simply because he's versus the Raiders, and he is down from 6,900 to 5,900, so they're a little low on him, so you'll get a deal. Melvin Gordon at 6,300. He has the benefit of playing those god-awful Saints at home this week. Woodhead's gone, so he's the sole guy now, and he's seeing quite a few receptions because of it. LeGarrette Blount has had a great season. One more game until Brady's back, and they're home versus Buffalo, so I can't imagine Blount not getting that another 25-plus carries. That Pats offensive line is looking, Patriots O-line is looking great. Blount is ridiculously cheap at $5K for the type of production that he's getting consistently. DeMarco Murray is 6,800. He's got this new high price now that he's been playing really well, and he's away versus a decent defense. Usually I'll fade all that, but he is getting about 6 receptions a game as well as 15-plus carries, and he's a goal line threat. And the Titans are using him right now. So while he's hot, I'm going to keep playing him. He's got a tough matchup and that a tough OPRK, but that may have him overlooked this week. Forsett at 3,800. I hate this guy. Hate playing him, but I do have to gamble on him this week because of his matchup and price. So he's at home versus Oakland, and he's cheap at 3,800, and he does see a lot of receptions. I think he's got 7 or 8 receptions last game. He might be very undervalued right now because even though people like him and have been playing him because of his price, he's had a very poor start to the season. I like Allen Hurns at a value play for receiver. This is a high total in that shootout. Jags at home versus Colts. I look for him to come up big in Week 3 here. He's been kind of quiet, and that's how Hurns and Robinson go. His value is a lot better than Robinson's, who is 8,000 and only gets a few more targets. T.Y. Hilton, he's had 11 and 11 and 12 targets the first 3 games, and he's playing in this shootout. He's down from 7,500 and even after a big game, but those targets, he's a can't miss. And speaking of targets, Jarvis Landry's averaging 12-plus targets a game. He's 6,900. He's extremely popular play, but for a good reason. I'm going to keep playing him. He's killing it. He's been killing it for me, and he's at a great price. Tight ends, Kobe Fleener. This guy, man, he's killed me. The first 2 weeks I didn't pick him, or I did pick him and he let me down. Last week I didn't pick him and he killed it. He's way too good of a price though, and the ball goes his way a lot. He's got 8+ targets a game. He just needs to catch more of them. He did have a solid game this week versus Atlanta. This value at this price is way too high to pass up. Greg Olsen, since it's so hard to pick the right tight end in defense, I like to get one value play and then one stud. And this guy's got the targets and he's got a high-powered offense behind him to warrant that play. As far as defense, I like the Bucs at 2,600. He's home versus Denver. Likely will not be owned hardly at all. I like the Bucs to win this game. I think the Vegas line says they will, and they'll give Simeon some hell and maybe even get some defensive touchdowns. I also like the Skins, obviously the Cardinals, and the New York Jets defenses as well. So those are my picks for Week 4 NFL. If you like these videos, please click subscribe and check out my NFL Week 4 sports bets as well. And join me next week for some more picks. Good luck.